that's where the kids get all their skills as a concert band. As many musicians, they're classically trained to begin with, and then gravitate into other genres, such as jazz. But their roots come from classical, that's where their training comes from, that's where the technique comes from. And this intermediate group, very good group. We're starting off by an arrangement by Michael Sweeney. Michael Sweeney's been arranging for a lot of years, writing a lot of very good material for young ensembles, and this is no exception. It's a tune called Bad Attitude, which has a really, some heavy drive on it, right? Some heavy shuffle feel. Now, it's a blues piece, basically, and what we encourage the kids to do, Joe had this idea that she would ask the kids to, we always encourage them to improvise, right? And learn the rudiments behind improvisation, and learning, for instance, blues scales to begin with. And so they tried improvising, and then the kids were encouraged to write their own pieces down and work up something, and then everyone tried their pieces, and the kids were able to vote on the ones that were going to be played tonight. And I think the process was pretty good. Everyone got involved. They seemed to enjoy it. The soloists in this are Vicky Claudis on alto sax, Mark Legree on tenor sax, George Gibson on trumpet, and Robbie Brown on trombone. In this piece, like I said, it starts off with this really hard blues, and then it's almost like this comedic moment in the piece where it sort of goes to this feel of this sort of Gershwin sweet music thing going on in the middle of it. Sort of like the kids themselves, you know what I mean? Like they got that edginess, and then they're all sweet, and then they're edgy again. It's sort of like that. So Bad Attitude.
I'm sure you know what we're talking about. All right, ready? Tuning up,
3. Thank you.